at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with him.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Rizushea and Johnson. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And if you talk to guys who know MP, who grew up with him, they'll all say that he lets his game do the talking.
And he's got a very business-like approach to himself when he's on the floor. MP can dish it back if you come at him, but for the most part, he's letting his numbers speak more than himself.
Shams, over the last decade, the Warriors were the team, and this decade is kind of wide open. So with young teams on the horizon, the deep roster of teams and talent in the West, a lot of people are talking about Oklahoma City as the team to watch in the 2020s. What do you think?
OKC has this league at the palm of their hands and really the direction. The nucleus led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City, that is among the best. They have tons of picks. Kevin, I mean dozens of draft picks that they can trade to get even more talent. No organization is set up quite like the Thunder. They have to be aiming for championships down the line.
They've stayed the course. Agreed wholeheartedly. Switch here. MV's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. LeVert's checked in. Atlanta's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And one thing to note, MP has vocalized his desire to be the top rookie in this class. He wants to outdo his peers every time he's on the floor.
And I love that MP is walking into this league with his sights set high. But guess what? He's got his work cut out for him. When you look at the names in this rookie class, now we get to enjoy watching him chase his dreams here in the NBA. Good luck to MP on the journey.
Time now to head over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Thanks, Kevin. As you know, there's still a lot of season ahead, but we've got a couple of opposing rookies in this one. When I asked about tonight's matchup against a fellow rookie, MP told me he's made it a goal to prove that he's the best player in this class. He's got a lot of confidence, Kevin.
A ton of confidence, David. That's something you got to have in this NBA.
I don't know if any shot's a good shot, but Trae Young willing to take any shot he gets.
MP against Young. Rebound by the Hawks.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
Connects from three-point range.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Dort. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Dort's got 6.
Well, if you're looking for a 3-and-D player, Dort plays D, and there's your 3.
Here's Young, and he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now MP. And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, That bodes well.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Reza Shea is out there with Karis LeVert. Then there's Larry Nance. Then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And that one's good, Reza Shea.
No, that's a great sign for Reza Shea, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
And Shams, we know you are so connected and on top of so many great stories and players and trends in the NBA. I have to ask, what is your, like I'm talking to my teenage daughter, what is your screen time like? You've got to be in front of that computer and clearly in front of your phone every minute, or at least most every minute of every hour of every day.
It's not as high as it needs to be, Kevin. I'll tell you that much. And thankfully, it's not always like that, but certainly at the biggest times of the year, free agency, draft, trade deadline, it is certainly up there, almost in the 19 to 20 range. Kevin, what's your screen time? I feel like you might have a high screen time. You want to be plugged in. I know it.
I take 2 months off in the summer, but for those 10 months, it's 7 days a week, a lot like you. But I know how much happens in the offseason. That's my interest in sitting next to you here courtside tonight, is that you're watching this game, but your mind is always thinking about this and that, and it never ends. Like, you must not get much sleep. You cannot get much sleep, right? My goodness.
We do get sleep, but your offseason is my season, Kevin, and I want to make sure as we get this season going, I'm able to inform you.
And you always do. You always do. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now and writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
And a new group in here. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Here's MP. His last outing, he had 8 points. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Dort. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
To the middle. Here's Reza Shea. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Well, Reza Shea has decent size, and he uses it well that time to put points on the board.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
On the wing, Daniels. 1 second left. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Lu Dort making things happen for Oklahoma City. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out front with momentum behind them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You look at their success so far, and the result is great execution. They're playing within themselves and within the system.
Which I suppose accounts for the low turnover total. Or that's just me. And now, not a bad time to take a look at. Thanks for spending halftime with.
We've got second. Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Holmgren. And MP subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Nance comes in for Rizachet. Mans checked in for Dyson Daniels. And it's LeVert in for Young. Clock at 6. The three from MP. Rebound Atlanta. 1:05 left in the third quarter. We've got Williams. Lou Dort out there with MP. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Here's Williams. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense. He knows you got to bring it to the paint.
Here's LeVert. And easy 2 points on the layup. LeVert's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
MP against LeVert. MP up top. He's got 5. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
LeVert against MP. That's a floater go, and it's LeVert missing. Now here's Caruso from deep three-point land, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? Tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Larry Nance out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then there's Caris LeVert. And it's Krejci in at the point. The Hawks trail by 5. Back to LeVert. Driving inside. Thunder with the rebound. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Caruso, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Nance. Pass to Krejci. Launches a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Nance. Krejci's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Hawks. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. LeVert defending. MP. Williams kicks to Caruso. Down low. Here's MP. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Really hard to intimidate MP. He's going to take on the defense inside.
Here's Krejci. Rebound by Williams. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And that one's good, Caruso.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
LeVert against Gilgeous-Alexander. Capella sets a screen for LeVert. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And a new crew getting ready for Oklahoma City. Partnership. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Kids at the ice show last weekend. Oh yeah? Scary. Yeah.
No.
Like those kicks, MP. Looking good, MP. All right, baby. Let's get down.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at Memphis, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for the Thunder, they've accomplished exactly what they set out to accomplish. Start strong and position themselves early as legitimate title contenders.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Vassell. Checked in for Oklahoma City. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Paul's checked in. It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this.
And coming into the season, MP was very open about his motivation. He wants to prove he's the best rookie in the class.
We know full well how much hype there was behind MP coming into this league, and he was bold to suggest in public that he wants to be the best in his rookie class. And so far, MP hasn't let us down one bit. He's been electrifying and living up to his word.
Now let's send it down to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. MP is so excited to be here in the NBA. He's aiming for the top of his rookie class. He told me pregame, growing up in Plainview, I dreamed of playing in this league, so just being here is special. We'll see how he performs. Brian?
Well, Allie, I can't wait to see this kid's career develop. San Antonio leading by 4. Paul passes to Vassell. Back to Paul. Wembanyama screen. Takes the 3. Paul shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Holmgren. Fires for 3. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
And it's Paul with the ball for San Antonio. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Holmgren. Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dort. Up top, Barnes. Pounded by Wiggins. The drive by Paul. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, when he's inside, Paul is so good at finding those little creases.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. MP outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. The baseline J. It doesn't go for him.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
Yeah, look, and whether it's a point-blank putback or a kick out for an open 3, offensive rebounds usually generate quality shots.
Aaron Wiggins out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's MP. And it's Williams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
At the line for your Oklahoma City.
Free throw no good from MP.
Well, when you watch MP, you can see the burst he has on the floor. Very explosive young player.
The 3 from Barnes. The kick out to Paul. Johnson a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Paul gets it to go.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Thunder trail by 4. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Chums, appreciate the report. MP against Paul. Nice job by MP converting in tight.
Well, that's on the defense. How did they let MP get deep positioning like that?
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Now Wiggins, still without a bucket. Takes a 13-footer off the left rim and out. Johnson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
So for Oklahoma City. Timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Dort finds MP. Down low. It's stolen. On the break. Here's Fox. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
Lift off there for Fox, showing how high up he can get.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to MP. Rebounded by Kessel. Kessel's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. San Antonio leading. Here's Fox. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Hartenstein. Williams passes to MP. Power move from MP.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by MP. Driving in. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
MP against Fox. San Antonio again missing. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Dort. And he makes it on the layup.
And clearly Dort knows how to operate inside, making his way to a high percentage shot.
Spurs trail by 5. Here's Sohan. Three-pointer off the mark. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. To the middle. Here's MP. Lets it go from 11. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Now it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment.
Hey, folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Oklahoma.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian and...
And happy you could join us. Good for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Caruso comes in for Chet Holmgren. And MP subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. So on the floor for San Antonio, they've got De'Aaron Fox. Harrison Barnes out there with Johnson. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5 down low. Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. But of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks. Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. Joe's checked in for Dort. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter out here, too.
Good-looking guy.
And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by MP. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Fox with the jam.
Such a terror on the drive. Fox possesses blow-by speed, getting past defenders in a hurry.
Outside Joe. Outside Williams. Caruso, the pass to MP. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. MP's got 14 points.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Three-pointer, Fox. The 3 ball is good for Fox.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for the Spurs. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Alex Caruso, Aaron Wiggins out there with Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's MP in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Williams grabs the board.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. The 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 now. And he lobs it up to the going up top. It's Wembanyama.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Here's MP. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Dort, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Over Williams. And that one comes up a bit short. Thunder trail by 3. And it's Dort off the drive. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Ball passes to Wembanyama. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's Paul. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Wiggins for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And for Johnson, it's all about being consistent. When he does this, he's a major factor in this team. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And Williams is subbed in for Caruso. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Paul. And the second free throw is good.
Well, you wish he got them all. But at the very least, it's now a 2-possession game.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan.
Sohan.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this...
Good game, MP. We can get that one back next time. Rest, recuperate, get ready for tomorrow.
Tough result. Now get over it. You circled this one on your calendar. You wanted it bad, and you lost. So what does that tell us? It tells us to get back on the horse and get it right next time. We're going to see plenty more teams led by top young players. Competing at this level is never easy and always worth it. You want to prove you're one of the best rookies in the league, right?
Of course, 100%.
Then fail better than them too. Don't make the same mistake twice. Learn from this, grow, and come back stronger.
This Portland crowd ain't ready for your flavor? Sure, what's up? MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better watch out.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got...
Check in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Scoot Henderson. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. MV's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. So for Oklahoma City right now, The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Lou Dort out there with MP. And it's Williams at the small forward. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow. Thank you for the report. 14 feet away. Williams' shot is off.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's 48 seconds left here in the opening quarter. MP, solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
Here's Simons. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The drive by MP. It's good.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting 47% from the field to start things off. 3-pointer, Simon hands it from downtown.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
MP kicks to Holmgren. MP left side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 6.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Trailblazers out in front, leading by And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Blazers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
We've got Anthony Simons. Jeremy Grant is out there with Jabari Walker. Then there's Klingon. And it's Kamare in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Hey, guys. Well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. Portland trailing here. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. To the paint, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
How about Jeremy Grant playing to his strength, uses that athleticism to finish that one with authority.
MP looking around. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Stolen by Walker. Simons against Gilgeous-Alexander. And finished off by Walker.
Gotta take care of the ball. Punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
MP, that one off the back iron and out. Trailblazers leading by 4. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Grant. Rebound by Williams. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played on.
And, Kevin, he started out as a second-round pick, hoping to just make a team. He's been a bench spark plug, a starter, even a #1 option in Detroit for a couple years. Grant's done it all.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
Come on, MP. We need to make something happen. Let's go.
Got you, coach.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Inside, here's Henderson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Williams passes to MP. To the inside. And it's Portland with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I'll tell you, overtime games usually are special, and this one qualified for that. But both teams absolutely gassed at the end.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Ayton up top. Driving in. And Ayton throws it down.
Big man puts it on the deck, gets to the cup. Nice.
Williams kicks to MP. Looking to get back on track here. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Evans is checked in.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
6-second difference between shot and game plan. Here's MP. MP working it inside.
And that was good defense there, but in the end, MP's offense just a little better.
And stolen by MP. And stolen by Sharp. Here's Kamara. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games so far. Trailblazers lead by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
Take a look at Portland. They're still trying to find their direction. A little too inconsistent for me, and, you know, that's why they're not ranked that high.
Yeah, we've seen glimpses from them. The consistency has... And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They were sloppy.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to...
And if you're just joining... Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Holmgren. And MP subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. MP inside. Covered by Simons.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Alex Caruso out there with Jalen Williams. Then it's MP. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint. Williams scanning the floor. On the wing, MP. 6 to shoot. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The by Sharp. Nobody around. It's good from long range. Sharp's got 10.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
MP against Simon. MP outside. MP powers through the contact inside.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Simons from outside. Thunder with the rebound. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Three-pointer, Simons. A shot off that time. And so it's Portland holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been active. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Backer out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Klingon. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Benton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Knocks it loose. Simons against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from 12. And it's Simons missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
MP up top. He's covered by Grant. MP passes to Wiggins. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Wiggins has got it back down to single digits for the Thunder. MP against Simon. Now, here's Grant. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Simons. Portland again, missing.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Nice possession. MP giving him a great look there.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers, leading by 5. Fires for 3. Again, Simons missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's MP. MP strong inside.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And that... timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group in here for the Thunder. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. That was a fun.
We can get that one back next time.
No. Oh, por favor.
Just let it go. Focus on the next game. Quiet out there tonight.
AMP. It's your world. We just living.
这从副使用可多了。Ważne są. Będzie fukam.
What's up, MP?
Да.
Yo, MP, let's go.
It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
group.
Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. Here's a look at what's coming up for Oklahoma City. On Wednesday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Portland Trailblazers. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
All right, let's check out the starting group for the Thunder. Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at small forward. And for the Spurs, up front they're going with Johnson and Wemby. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Vassell in at the 3. And with both of these teams sitting at 0-1, this game 2 is crucial.
Crucial, man. Crucial, man. Moi, tout craché.
Ooh, baby. Challenge with the NBA Cup is there's no feeling out period.
Will make substitutions. And MP said he wanted to outplay every player in his rookie class. Easy to say, much harder to do.
And I got to hand it to MP. He's been impressive so far compared to his fellow rookies. He's maybe not leading the pack the way he wanted to be when he first set out on this mission, but he's definitely in the conversation for who is at the top of his class.
6 to shoot. MP inside. He's guarded by Paul. A chance there to take the lead. What a miss. With a 9-footer, that's good from Fox. On the assist from Paul. Fox has got 6 points.
flashing that creativity. Is so much fun watching Fox carve up defenses like this.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. MP against Paul. MP, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it. Good job in the low post. 12 points for him.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Outside Paul. Fires, top of the key. The shot misses.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. It's the Spurs up by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
Taking a look at the Thunder. We've got Aaron Wiggins. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with MP. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the small forward position. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. He's off on the first.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
No good on the second free throw. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Ball against MP. Outside Paul. Misses the 3. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Here's MP. A different look for San Antonio. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Their last encounter in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And most of the arena was totally against them. But they looked inward, trusted each other, and made good plays.
Even with all that noise, when they had the ball, it never rattled them. Their offense was in tune like it was a home game.
Vassell against Williams. Outside Johnson from the arc. The Thunder with the rebound. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Dort against Paul. We've got 1:13 left to play in the second quarter. No good there. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Outside Johnson. Out left to the wing. Here's Wembanyama. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Wemby's shot is already difficult to contest. Then he hit you with the pump fake. That's tough.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Oh, another miss by MP.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Ball passes to Wembanyama. Shoots over Hartenstein. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Here's Hartenstein. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Hartenstein's got 6.
Nice rim protection, and it's still not enough to keep him from getting that layup.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Spurs out in front, leading by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
I think for Oklahoma City, they're finding out anyone can win on any night. That said, once they've adjusted, watch out.
As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really...
Thanks for joining us.
And we've got... with some changes. Sohan's checked in for Johnson. Harrison Barnes comes in for Vassell. And it's Paul in for De'Aaron Fox. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter. Here's MP. Rebound by San Antonio. Castle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And it's Barnes in at the 3, small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. The shot by Sohan, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Williams passes to Caruso. Here's MP. Outside for Dort. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Williams has got his first points of the game.
No, he's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Castle. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists in the game.
This has been an awful quarter for him. Just 1 for 8.
Pass to Williams. Outside, Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. Caruso outside. And there's another one for the Thunder. One second left. You can't hit that time. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got MP, Aaron Wiggins out there with Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Caruso in at the 3. Paul with it. Guarded now by Williams. Paul passes to Fox. Floats one up, and Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Here's MP. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Fox outside. Pass to Paul. The three is up. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
MP up top. He's guarded by Paul. MP against Barnes. MP, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock is at 3. Here's MP. Again, MP missing. Spurs lead by 3. Barnes in the post. Wiggins on him. And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Wembanyama's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Keldon Johnson comes in for Sohan. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Barnes. And Castle subbed in for Chris Paul. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Hartenstein passes to MP. Back to Hartenstein. Williams from long range. Counted from distance.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Now here's Fox. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. A great fourth quarter. Just give it up 2 points. MP with it. He's picked up by Vassell. Outside, Williams. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. MP shot is off.
There are nights where the shots just don't fall. Unfortunately, I know how that feels.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Three-pointer. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now. Just an important bucket from MP, and he knows it too.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He gets the first, and that gives him a lead. So it's Oklahoma City winning this one. Their record is now 1-1 in this group round. And you know they're breathing a sigh of relief.
But that's only temporary. They're going to have to dig deep if they want to eventually hoist the NBA Cup.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA.
Huge moment on the show today as I am ready to unveil my ultimate NBA Dynasty rankings.
All right, I mean, it took you long enough.
Actually, he brought this up 2 weeks ago.
Good game, MP. Way to bring the effort tonight.
Good win. Let's keep it going. Crowd looks hype tonight. Better come with it.
That's it.
Marqué et envoyer la balle à l'aide des icônes passe. Entraînement, tentative.
Hey.
On va se passer pour ma gueule, toi, quoi. Allez. Allez, va te faire encadrer.
MP in the house.
MP. Son, you look like an MPC. You need some new threads.
A lot of NBA players.
Feeling you, MP.
Looking good, my guy.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Blackout is currently underway. Time to head to the courts and complete some tasks.
Whoa. No way. This can't be real. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much. We'll be here.
time. Let's get it, MP.
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
What's good, MP?
It's good, man.
I watch you. You got a mean bag. Keep going, bro.
Man, that's big time coming from you, man. I study your game.
I appreciate that. But remember, nothing in this league is given to you. You got to earn it. Trust me. I'm speaking from experience. Take your time.
All right, man. Well, look, I want to get that jersey from you after the game. What's up with that?
What I have to tell you, you got to earn it, man. Oh, so you like to talk. That's nice on shakedown.
You already know.
All right.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Henderson and Simons are their guards. Clingan is out there with Williams. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. And for the Thunder, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. How many games? Oklahoma City making a change. MV's checked in. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. .144 left to play in the first quarter. Dort kicks to Williams. And MP with the basket on the assist by Williams.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Henderson looking it over. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Henderson's got his second basket of the game. Henderson against MP. And no good that time.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Williams, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Williams has got 5 now.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense. He knows you got to bring it to the paint.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Dort. Now, here's Grant. No scoring in this one. And a wide open look for Walker. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Henderson against MP. A crossover. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Scoot Henderson.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Isaiah Joe. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Henderson. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
Talked to most of the coaching.
Thunder trailing by 3. Well, Brent, Mark Daigneault was named the 2024 Coach of the Year. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, he won 2 separate Coach of the Year awards. One voted on by his peers, and the other one voted on by the media. What a remarkable accomplishment for such a young coach that has not only grown himself, but grown this team in ways that a lot of other squads are envious.
Alex Caruso out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's MP. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace New York talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in your play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Wiggins kicks to Caruso. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For the Thunder, Hartenstein. Here's MP. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside, Williams. Outside, Dort. Six on the shot clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. MP, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Simons against Dort. Outside, Simon. Oh, that's blocked.
Dort making his impact, and that's the end we expected from defensively.
1:05 left now here in the second. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the Atlanta Hawks.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their...
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Oh, man, Scoot Henderson, an elite leaper.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pulls up on the wing. Portland grabs the miss. Simons has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. It's the Thunder. They lead by 1. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this.
Hello and welcome. First up,
some great options in there. In fact, these guys might compete for all-star spots for the next few years.
That's a big leap, Kenny.
One or two of them, maybe, but most guys don't have.
And let's turn our attention to tonight's game. The Thunder find themselves in a real battle.
Their offense is flowing.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing.
He's checked in for the Thunder. MP comes in for Chet Holmgren. He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. You know that. Is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Henderson. Walker out there with Ayton. Then there's Jeremy Grant, and it's Banton in at the 2-guard spot. On the wing, MP. 6 to shoot. Inside. Williams finds Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Grant. Caruso grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Walker against Williams. MP with it. Puts the move on. Whoops, there's a 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Substitution on the floor.
Here's Banton. 3 seconds left. He's off on that one. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Thunder lead by 5. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Alex Caruso. Then it's MP. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in its shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Down low. Here's MP. MP finishes inside.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Banton, the pass to Thibault. Here's Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
Ayton hits them both.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Gilgeous Alexander deciding where to go with it. Over in the corner, Caruso. Clock at 6. Banton with the rebound.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and with that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
George, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. We're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks, David. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Banton, the pass to Thibault. To tie it up. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 3. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. And the shot is good. Gilgeous Alexander's got 26.
Gilgeous Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Thunder...
Substitution on the floor.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Joe. The wing, MP. 5 to shoot. For the 3. Joe, good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most.
Okay. You got me on that one, but yo, can we still swap? What's up?
Man, ain't no handouts. Give me next time, though, man.
All right, don't worry, I'll be back.
Yep.
All right.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Good job, MP. I see. You let these guys like the beam, and you're going to stand there and watch it.
About game time, pain time.
That's it. How about a shimmy?
putta네요. Watch fu damagare qua.
Let's get this started already.
Looking good, my guy. What's up, MP?
MP, you're about to go off.
And there is a very engaging atmosphere of fans getting ramped up outside the arena. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Sacramento, they currently hold the 4th best record in the conference. And of course, Oklahoma City nipping at their heels in 2nd place and wanting to get that 1st seed.
Well, I think for Sacramento, you have to acknowledge that they've really hung tough this season, avoiding a lot.
A point in history where we were talking about is the 5-man phased out of the game, and all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Sacramento. Malik Monk comes in for Ellis. MP shot is off.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Lyles, he's checked in for Murray. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Dort. Monk against MP. Pass to DeRozan. Monk, he's open. Knocks it loose.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. And Sacramento with some changes. Sabonis, he's checked in for Valanciunas. LaRavia comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Carter in for Zach LaVine. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Here's Monk. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
MP against Carter. MP outside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
MP scanning the floor. Wiggins from long range knocks down the long J. The scoring is fast and furious victorious as we end the first. It's the Thunder up by 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And Oklahoma City, looking at who they've got, Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's MP, then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Caruso in at the 3. Davis, he's checked in for the Kings. Here's LaRavia, still no points. Here's Monk, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
MP with it.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling into the story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign-and-trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. And in the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history, guys.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
MP against Monk. To the inside. Here's Sabonis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
MP. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Kings trail by 8. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Well.
And Monk, no good on that one. Well, when you look at... And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Thunder. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back.
46.
And for that matchup with the Timberwolves, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games off.
And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Kings.
They got to tighten things up, man. Turn up.
And that's it for halftime.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Sacramento with some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And Malik Monk subbed in for Ellis. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. MP's checked in for Chet Holmgren. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Zach LaVine out there with Malik Monk. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. MP, that one's good.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
And let's go to the sidelines for an update on Keegan Murray's injury.
Hi, guys. The athletic trainer for the Kings provided some info for us, and he told me that after his initial exam, it doesn't appear to be anything major. Nevertheless, determined to battle through it, as we see, guys, he's already checked back in.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
They're just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Outside Levine. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. And here's MP. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Some changes for Sacramento. Lyles comes in for Murray. Laravius subbed in for Zach LaVine. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to DeRozan. Over Dort. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's MP. Pass to Caruso. There's the 3. Rebounded by Lyles.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And it's Dort with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. It'll be their 2nd game of a 4-game road trip. On the wing, MP. Off target from the wing. Kings trail by 12. Monk passes to DeRozan. To the left side wing. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, ending the quarter up 10. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. And Oklahoma City looking at who they've got to start the 4th. MP is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. MP outside. Five to shoot. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by MP. And the Thunder lead by 10. And the Kings shooting pretty well at 45%. Pass to Lyles. And here's Monk. 3-pointer. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Well, LaVine has really worked on those playmaking abilities. That's a pretty pass right there.
The Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. A few possessions into the 4th. Just over a minute played. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. On the wing, MP. From deep. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now that's some serious range from MP.
Kings trail by 10. Outside Levine. Outside Monk. Driving inside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Monk's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
The Kings call timeout. And some changes. close game sees Sacramento taking this one.
You win some, you lose some. We all have our bad days.